What's going on, y'all? Let's go! Yankees win on podcast day. It's a miracle. It is April 15th right now because we just crossed over into midnight because there was a rain delay and all of this stuff. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Yankees are just finishing coming off of a split with the Blue Jays. It is JoezMcfly, it is ChrisMcfly, and we are the PinstripeStrong podcast. So let's talk some Pinstripe Strong.
Let's do it.
You gonna drop the beat?
Just drop it.
Oh shit, okay, there we go.
Just drop the beat.
Drop the beat, drop the beat now. Drop the beat now. Drop the beat now. Drop the beat now. Ah-ha-ha. 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 Hey! Welcome once again to the PinstripeStrong podcast. It is your boy JoezMcfly here and ChrisMcfly.
Well, you sound like The Rock imitating Triple H.
ChrisMcfly.
He's a Chris.
ChrisMcfly. And we are the PinstripeStrong podcast. I just noticed I did not change the title in here, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that. It is episode 205.
205.
Episode 205 of the PinstripeStrong podcast, where we talk Yankees, and we're seriously not serious, but we dead ass though. But guess what? PinstripeStrong podcast. We are brought to you by, of course, our great friends at JomboyMedia. Let's go! Make sure you guys support the pod if you guys want. Be swaggy as you can be. Maybe you get swag chat. Go to shop.JomboyMedia.com. Let's go. We rep the hoodies. We rep the shirts. If thou shalt hang it, we shall bang it. Make sure you get your San Antonio shirt at the shop.JomboyMedia.com. PinstripeStrong merch store. So let's go. Chris, how are you doing today as the Yankees win on podcast day?
I feel as good as the Yankees right now, man. They got to win. I feel like I won today.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It feels like we won the series, right?
It feels like you see the difference. The difference in psychology, man. It's the weather was really ugly. It started beautiful today. It was like beautiful 70s. Then the rain came. I'm like, damn, are we going to get this game in?
Yeah.
We got the game in a little late because there was a rain delay.
Better late than never, but never late is
better. That's your time is money, but we'll spend it together. Shout out to Drake.
Shout out to Drake.
But yeah, man, but it feels good to win on pod day, man. Like you said, it feels like we won. Like we won the whole series. So, but I think honestly, this is best case scenario with that team. I gotta be honest with you, man. If you tell me, all right, we're gonna come out with a split, I'd be like, yo, that's probably best case scenario because they could have easily won the series. So it feels good. How about you, Joe? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, and we'll talk about first impressions on the Jays. That's actually the first thing I want to talk about.
Right, facts.
But I'm feeling great because the Yankees, they shut out the Blue Jays twice in this series, which is a mighty lineup, as we've seen when the Vladdies are flying out of the stadium. But
and George Springer
and George Springer's. There's a lot going on in that lineup, and I felt like the Yankees they pitched well in this series for the most part. The bullpen was well, and how about Aaron Boone showing us some growth? That makes me happy, guys. I know that the first thing I wanted to talk about was the first thing on the Blue Jays. No, this is the first thing I wanted to talk about. Game 4, then I'm skipping all the way ahead. Game 4, Aaron Boone shows elite growth. And he did the whole series, actually, Chris, where he went out there, he basically like said, I'm going to go out and get these games. You know, I got the arms out there. I'm going to go ahead and go out there and do it. And his aggressive managing style, I found very impressive, Chris.
Me too. Yeah, honestly, I feel like if it wasn't for the 3-batter minimum, Chapman would have been out there.
Yeah, no. If it would have been, I feel like it would have been one batter. It's out, and it's amazing how many people don't understand the rule because when I put up that post giving Boone credit, people were just saying like, "Oh, he blew the game already," or "What are you talking about?" Blah blah blah, or da-da-da. I'm like, hey, the fastest that Boone was on that top step immediately after the first pitch. He was like, "All right, guys." I feel like he put his hat back. He just said, all right, I'm going to run out there. I'm going to run. He put his hat back to, be more aerodynamic. To be a more aerodynamic Boone. He went out there, and I'm telling you, before the ball would hit the catcher's mitt for ball 4, he was already out there taking out Chapman to put in Mike King. Amazing.
Mike, come out here, man. Get out of here, Chap. Chap he could barely throw his slider.
Actually, Chris,
or strike.
Correction. Hold on a second. It looks like King was almost a fourth outfielder as Chapman was throwing his last pitch. I mean, it looks like that. So
he had a glove. Out there.
Yes,
bro, man, that was Boone couldn't take Chapman out there any faster, man.
That was crazy.
He had to.
And Chapman, listen, Chris, you probably attest to this. Chapman's de lo mío, we're cool. Like, I know Chapman, all of that stuff. He's going to have his great days, but he's going to have his bad days. And it's okay because this is why you have a full team of now expanded roster, 28, 29, whatever, to pick him up. Because later on, he's going to pick us up. So it's
cool. People, the people listen to us and listen to the PinstripeStrong podcast because we're going to keep it real no matter what.
Yeah, always.
And Chapman, he's the number one guy who wants better for himself. So he knows he stunk out there.
Yeah.
It's no secret, obviously. But, yeah, man, Chapman couldn't throw anything. Like, he had nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, King did what he had to do.
Mike King!
But the series didn't start so well for us.
No, but it's cool. Like the first impression on the Blue Jays is boom, they can hit. It looks like they might be able to pitch. They can field. Bo Bichette was impressive in this series. I feel like he's really expanded his range and his arm has gotten better. So give Bo Bichette some credit. And also I felt like they shifted like never before. I don't know what numbers they have, but I felt like they were everywhere. The Yankees hit the ball around the park at about as hard as anybody can hit it. Metro Boomin put in the chat, he was like, yo, the Yankees coming into today led the major leagues in hard hit balls that would not fall in for hits or some crazy shit like that. I was like, with like 45. And you know what? One day, just keep doing it. Eventually, it's going to happen, right? Eventually, it's going to happen. So.
Yeah, it's happening to some guys, like for IKF. It's happening to him. It happened to him tonight. Yeah. Some balls finally found some grass. Gallo's still having some issues. But overall, I mean,
he had an okay game in one of them.
Yeah, he had an okay game, but obviously you want more consistency out of Gallo.
Yes.
But the Blue Jays, man, they're really showing up. They're really planting their flag out there, saying, "Hey, we're real." And they're no pushover anymore. So we gotta keep up with them. So as I mentioned earlier, the best case scenario is coming out. Splitting the series for sure.
Listen, Kid Connor actually just put it in the chat. He said a Jays fan here, and shout to you. Thank you for being here. He says apparently the Blue Jays have shifted on 80% of their pitches thrown this year. So, guys, they were everywhere. It felt like there were like 18 fielders. It was crazy. I was like, yo, what the fuck? How did that ball not land?
Every liner, every missile, like they caught it. It's like, yo, bro, how you everywhere?
Yes.
Like how you in the right place, but I mean, hey, they're doing something right over there.
I heard Espinal's name way too much in this series. Okay, way too much. A lot more than my liking. Way too much. He was everywhere. I was like, what the fuck, this guy?
Bro, man.
Crazy. Listen, we could go game by game. And it's crazy. It's ironic, actually, because I actually put in our notes, Chris, that one of the things that I wanted to talk about was the bottom of the lineup. And the bottom of the lineup has stunk. The 8 and 9 hitters have been like ass, like horrible. And they would probably admit that. But yo, Chris, it was just like, oh my God, I cannot watch IKF. Like,
bro.
It's like, yo, what the hell's going on?
I'm telling you, it feels like Diddy. It feels like Diddy when he first came over. Like nothing was just going right for him. His defense was a little shaky. I even seen Jimmy tweet like, "Hey, Texas Rangers fan out there. Do you know like is this normal for this guy? Like, what's going on?" So that was hilarious. But he got a couple hits.
Yes.
3 hits? 3 hits he got tonight?
Today. Yeah, today in today's game.
He got 3 hits. I think, hey, listen, man, when you hitting and you finding your groove with the bat, the defense is also gonna get better. So I'm interested to see what's gonna happen in this next series. But finally he made some noise today. And Trevino
in today's game.
Donaldson.
Yeah. All right, so I mean, any other first, actually another impression is the Blue Jays actually pitch a lot better than what I thought that they would. And I think Fayal said in the chat, when are we going to give the Blue Jays credit and know that they're a good pitching team? They have some arms, and they have some arms in that pen too. I mean, we'll see later on, but so far, they do have some arms. You got to give them credit for that. They're a good team, guys.
Manoah impressed me a lot.
Oh my God, Manoah.
Yeah, Manoah, that guy, Jesus, man.
Yeah.
He was talking a little shit too to Sevy, but that game on Monday, man, he shut us down for sure.
And that's fine. Meaning that it's fine that, he was talking shit. He was backing it up. I mean, the homie was like nasty out there, bro. I mean, game one was crazy because, and the reason we talked about Espinal. I was really upset with this game. One, the Yankee offense was like nowhere to be found. I felt like Manoah was good, yes, but it was more because of the way he was changing speeds, Chris, not because of necessarily only location, because there were some balls that the Yankees had to hit, but maybe because they were off balance, they weren't able to do it. They did hit the ball a couple of times hard and nothing doing, bro. I mean, they were 0 for 4 runnings in scoring position, so they didn't really help themselves out, but I mean, Gallo had a good game this day. I mean, I wish, he went 2 for 3. It goes on the radar because there's nothing, nobody got anything. One of the balls almost got out. I was surprised that it didn't, but how about Gallo showing up out here and doing well? And guys, by the way, I always forget. Make sure if you guys ever want to leave us some voicemails, we would love to play your voicemails on here and make you guys part of the show. 347-389-4898. Again, that number is 347-389-4898. Also, in case you guys don't know, on Tuesdays, I'm going to be having The Joe Show. That's on Amped, with Amazon. And then we talk about all of baseball there. So you guys could just go and support there. I'll leave links somewhere so you can come on there. Chris, you can come on there whenever the hell you want. We just talk about all of baseball. So,
love it.
You already know.
Let's talk about fantasy.
Yeah, we talk about fantasy. We talk about anything. Jolly has a show on fantasy baseball specifically. But we'll do fantasy. We'll do all of baseball, but with we'll do a Latino focus. So we'll talk about a lot of Spanish players out there that are
Adolis.
Doing crazy.
Adolis from the Rangers.
Yes. Representing for De Lo Mio. So
facts.
So yeah. So look. Download that app.
I mean, the only bright spot besides Gallo, the only bright spot from game 1 was Tyone. Honestly.
Yeah. Tyone. Yeah, besides Gallo, Tyone did
5 innings, 6 Ks.
Pitch well.
Yeah, he pitched well, man. He did his thing, and it's his first start, right? Was it his first start?
I think that was his first start. Yes.
Okay.
We're forgetting that was game 4. So yeah, that was his first start.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Chris, I love what I seen with Tyone in this day. But the only problem with this game is that Tyone and the Yankees allowed Espinal to continuously roll over the lineup. And because that happened, like Springer would go ahead and just get RBIs all day. It wasn't helping that the people, and hey, maybe one thing that we should, as Yankee fans, not do, don't give these Jays bulletin board material. Don't step on their hands. Don't fucking scream at them and call them cheaters, okay? Because they answer the bell, bro. And this day, left field, they were like talking shit to him, and I get it. This is, He hit the shit out of this. It was a home run he hit out. But remember, Espinal had gave him another chance. 3 runs shouldn't beat you at Yankee Stadium, but I mean it's kind of rough there. They just allowed him to, with a runner on, get a runner on with George Springer coming out.
And the bullpen did what they had to do too, man.
Penn did what they had to do.
Yeah, they did what they had to do. Toronto wins 3-0.
Anything else that? Oh, Chris, there was some incredible plays that the Jays made. One of them was the double play. Where that goes back to my other point.
They killed the rally.
Oh,
they killed the rally.
Many times. I think there was one play in here where Glaber didn't turn a double play. Was it in this game? I don't even think that they called it an error because I don't think that they called it. Nope, it wasn't in this game. It was game 3. All right. Are you ready for the next game, Chris?
Yeah, I want to talk about game 2, one of my favorite games.
Yes, game 2. Yankees win that game 4-0.
So nasty, Cortez, man. That's the game I want to talk about.
Cortez against Gucci. And
yeah, man. You know what? I mean, we talk about how good the Toronto's pitching was, but Kikuchi, you know what I mean?
Kind of mid.
He was throwing us some meatballs.
We needed that.
Yeah, we definitely needed that.
They were hitting. I'm surprised we only got 5 hits off of him because they were like really peppering him a bit. So
absolutely, and Cortez was keeping these guys off balance, man. It's crazy, man, how Cortez, I still remember that skit in the basement that he got the call and he was traded to Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, and look at this guy, man, acting like not acting, he's basically putting it out there like an ace, keeping these guys off balance, man. I love seeing Cortez.
5 strikeouts in 4 1/3 and 3 hits only to this Blue Jays lineup.
Not bad at all. We talk about the bullpen, but I want to specify this one guy or highlight this one guy, I should say. Castro, man. Miguel Castro came from from the Mets, cut his dreads, New Jersey. He's throwing gas out there.
I was talking about it in the stream where I was just like, hey, with this guy, what if, they get him from the Mets? And one thing with the Yankees, maybe they don't develop the young kids or position players. When it comes to bullpen, the Yankees know what the hell they're doing. When it comes to pitching, the Yankees know what the hell they're doing. And if they can go ahead and and he has a nice sinker that they could be able to bring in, and Boone is managing him well. He's putting him in the right lanes to be able to pitch with the right players, and then that's good. So hopefully the Yankees unlock something with that guy.
I mean, that's tough. Just imagine like Cortez coming out 4 2/3, and then you got a guy like Holmes, and then Castro right after him, then Loaizaga right after him, and then Chapman when he's good, right after Loaizaga. I mean, the bullpen has been incredible. And
the way that the bullpen is being used is incredible.
Yeah,
Chris, Holmes pitched in this game in the 5th inning. Holmes pitched today in the 8th. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, these parts there's no like, hey, this is your inning. No. Whatever I feel, like, I love the way Boone is managing. I hope I know it's hard to keep up the same exact managing style in the regular season, dog days and of August, and, with pitchers being used and pitcher usage. But the way that he's using these guys is like, I'm trying to get these games. Which is important because, Chris, last year we had a horrible in-division record against people in our division. It was horrible.
Like, I was definitely like the way. I mean, we'll get into it, but every one of these games, and the divisional games are going against your divisional rival, whether it's the Blue Jays, whether it's Baltimore, whether it's Boston, whether it's Rays. You want to beat these guys early.
Absolutely.
Early. I don't care. Like, oh man, it's short spring and it's only been 6. I don't care. I want these games because these are the same freaking games that we're going to talk about in August. Like, oh man, we had them against the ropes and we couldn't get it done.
The games in April are just as important as the games in September.
Absolutely. And I like how Boone is treating it. It's like, we got him right here. So if Chapman can't do it, guess what? We got a Mike King. If Mike King can't do it, hey, we got a Castro, we got a Holmes, we got a Green. He was a little shaky too today, but he got out of it. But love seeing this, and congratulations. We were giving Hicks a hard time, man. And he got his first home run in game 2 of the series. Congrats to Hicks. Got it out the way. Love seeing that. But yeah, man, overall, it was a good game, and especially when you get the win. And you get to shut them out.
Yeah. I mean, shut them out. And then this is one of two shutouts that the Yankees would have on the Blue Jays. So great job out of everybody coming out of the pen. Good shit out of Hicks with the homer. And I think Stanton had a sac fly.
He had a liner.
Sack line?
It was like a laser sack fly. That shit was crazy.
Yankees are still horrendous in runners in scoring position, though. They were 1 for 9, but did just enough to win this game. And anything else stood off in this game? I think we're done, right?
Yeah, man. No, nothing.
Donaldson had an error.
Yeah, LeMahieu. That 5th inning though. This is actually no. That was game 3. But LeMahieu had 2 hits. Torres had 2 hits. That's it.
All right, sounds good.
Yankees win 4-0.
Yankees win 4-0, and all right. So let's see here. Now it's game 3. This is the game. Game 3. On to game 3.
This is the game, man. Oh man. I was pissed off yesterday.
Why were you so mad, Chris? Well, all right. Game 3. Yankees lost this game against Vlad Guerrero Jr. Garrett Cole would start this game. And listen, and he would go against Berríos, who, by the way, Berríos was coming off of like a really bad first start.
His ERA was crazy.
I think he only threw 1 pitch, Chris. Or no, 1 pitch, 1 inning, not 1 pitch. Like 1 inning or 1 out. Like he only got 1 out, like some crazy shit like that. But anyway, Berríos comes out here and has was kind of like pitching well against the Yankees. Yankees got him a couple of times, but it was a little frustrating because they felt like the Yankees should have gotten more on him because they had traffic on the bases a couple of times. But it is what it is. This is the game that made me write the note. We got to talk about the bottom of the lineup. Because I was like, this shit can't keep happening.
Yeah, it was bad with Higgy. And, I asked Joey to give me the numbers between Higgy and Gary.
Yeah, whatever. It's early. Let's wait.
No, it's early. It's early. But I'm like, all right, bro, like, I mean, nothing is carrying over from spring training. Absolutely nothing, B. Like you get a 0 right now. But I mean, it's still early. But yeah, it's 8 and 9. They got to do something. I mean, we were talking about how the third baseman, how Gio, he can't give us this little production at third base or whatever. So
yeah,
at catcher too, at shortstop. It's like we're going backwards right now, man. We can't have that.
That was really bad. Like, it's just non-competitive at bats, just looking horrible. There's only so much credit you could give to the pitching. I mean, come on.
Like at one point,
yo,
like at some point you gotta like, all right, man, like what are we doing here?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
This is not good, but we stepping on hands, B.
Yo, okay, all right. So Vladdy's another story here.
Yeah, I like how you said it on, because I was mad confused. I'm like, what do you mean? Like he pitched well against the Blue Jays, but it was like a tale of two stories.
Garrett Cole played 2 games on this day. Garrett Cole went 5 2/3, right? Gave up 1 hit, no runs, and a walk and 6 Ks on the Blue Jays. However, he would also have to face Vladimir Guerrero in that lineup, who had 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 bombs off of him, and it was just, he went 3 for 3. You know, Garrett Cole, he had Garrett Cole tipping his cap like, yo, bro, there's nothing I could do. Garrett Cole, in the middle of the innings, was actually trying with the wrench, trying to go ahead and take off the sink from the locker room to throw that shit at him. Everything was being hit. So, sometimes some people just got your number, and you just got to do that. You tip your cap. There was one pitch, Chris, and Vlad Guerrero had his hand stepped on. I thought he was going to come out of the game. Hello, surprise, Joe. He's not. He stood in the game to have one of the most all-time nights of all time. And
when I saw him come back out, I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Bro. It felt like a wrestling moment, bro. It was like,
it's like, bro, did he really step on your hand? Be like, it's cleats.
I know, bro. Like, he stepped on the cleat, like, and it looked like he was trying to tiptoe around. Like, who was it that stepped on it? Was it Hicks?
I think it was Hicks. Yeah, I think it was Hicks, or it was Glaber.
Hicks or DJ, I don't know. But anyway, they were trying to tiptoe around, not step, but they stepped on it anyway. And that actually, I felt like the blood that came out was the blood spilled as sacrifice for more hits. And that's, yo, bro, he hit, Garrett Cole threw a fastball, 99 miles per hour, Chris, off the plate, that he brought in his hands. And if you look at the picture, the overhead picture of him hitting that ball, I don't know how that child, hit that shit 109 miles per hour, 400 plus feet. Who does that? He does. So,
when your father's Vladimir Guerrero,
that's it. He had 3 homers. He had 3 homers on this day, and many Vladdies went over the wall. And
Joe, how does it feel?
And he would catch the last out on a liner.
Yeah, a liner. Talk about defensive, but like, well, how does it feel to have seen Vlad Sr. terrorize the Yankees, and now 15, 20 years later, his son is terrorizing the Yankees? Man, what a night for that man. It felt like A-Rod out there.
Yes.
It felt like A-Rod against Bartolo Colon.
Chris, the worst thing about this night, just don't do this to me, bro. Like,
walk him.
You know, the Yankees. By the way, the Yankees looked dead in the water for a while, bro. Through like 4.5 innings, like they looked dead in the water, and then they would avalanche an inning in the 5th to make it 3, and back-to-back homers, Rizzo and Judge would get his first homer, back-to-back homers there, and then they would also have the DJ double, and then it's 3.
Donaldson
it's like, let's
scored.
go. And Gallo almost hit a ball out in that inning, and then it was like,
he
okay.
Just missed it.
It's tie game, you know, regardless of all that. But once again, Cole is off the hook. They just keep taking him off the hook. So he gets off the hook, no problem. You know, they shut down the 6th, then the 7th. The 7th is an issue for me, Chris, because they get the extra run. The Yankees had a chance in the bottom of the 6th, I believe. Was it? Yes. No, they didn't. Not in the bottom of the 6th. Well, in the 7th inning,
Is it the Yankees?
No. Yeah, the Yankees. I was thinking that the Yankees, but that's in this half inning. But in the top of the 7th, we had Springer bring in. Oh, who do you think? Santiago freaking Espinal, bro. It's just every series. It's like they're brothers, bro. Like he just, oh, you're on base? I'm gonna bring you in, bro. Like it just keeps happening. But the reason he got on base is because the Yankee defense let him down, bro. Because there was the catcher's interference. It's like, all right, whatever. Catcher's interference.
The ghost of Ellsbury.
Then Espinal. This would have been like the final. It would have been like the final out. You know, they were trying. I think he grounded out. It was supposed to be a double play. You get out of the inning, Chris. Gleyber doesn't turn it.
Oh yeah,
he gets the one out. He gets the one out at second base, and then I don't know. He doesn't get the ball out of the glove, bro.
He couldn't get it. Yeah, he couldn't handle it.
Oh my God, he doesn't get it out. Then Espinal is safe. He's safe. Whatever. Oh, by the way, it wasn't Espinal that scored. It was Kevin Biggio because
Kevin Biggio. Espinal's been taking some time from him, but that's, this is not Blue Jay strong. But
not Blue Jay strong.
Yeah, and it sucks because I mean it didn't happen until the 7th, but we tied it. So it's like we felt like the momentum was shifting, and
oh my God,
they basically got it back because when you give a team like the Blue Jays extra outs, they know what to do with it. And
you rolled over the lineup, Chris. You rolled over the lineup, man.
Bro, I hate seeing George Springer every time. It's like it's dangerous. He's like, yo, bro, can we get the 7, 8, and 9 hitters?
Thank you.
I don't want to see this guy.
I don't.
Shout out to Torres. Got his first homer.
He did. It was like almost. I don't want to say vindication, but it just kind of like. It wasn't
really because we were down.
It kind of like cancels out, bro, because it's like that double play that wasn't. If the double play happened and the home run, we'd be up, Chris.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I mean they scored a couple runs.
Well, that was
Vlad's homered again.
I forgot about
Vlad homered again.
In the 8th inning.
Jesus, 3 homers, man.
Who was that home run off of? Loaizaga.
Loaizaga.
Oh man,
Loaizaga, man. That was
Chapman,
a wild thing, man.
Chapman had a RBI single the other way too, made it 6-3. It wasn't looking good. Then Gleyber comes up, hits the homer, and I'm like, okay. Then Hicks gets an opposite field single because I actually said Gleyber. In this inning, I said, Gleyber, go the opposite way, man. Go the opposite way, bro. And hit a double the opposite way. And he hits a home run the opposite way. So it's fine. Gleyber, do your job, help your team play your game. That's what you need to do. Daddy strength, hit that shit the other way. Let's go. And then Hicks, I'm like, you know what, Hicks? I know that the short porch looks good there, and you're batting from the left side, but just hit it the other way, bro. And he did. They gave him the whole left side. He hit it the other way. Giancarlo comes up, Chris.
Oh my God.
With the runner on. Por favor, ¿por qué me hacen esta vaina, loco? I'm like Giancarlo. If he gets a pitch, it's hard. Just get on base. But if he gets a pitch, if thou shalt hangeth, we shall bangeth. Chris.
Oh, he hung it, man.
He threw a pitch like inside. It looks like a fastball. The way he hit it, you know how Giancarlo stands and he looks at that. It looks like it. I was like, and I always, Chris, I have enough experience watching Yankee games enough where I just know if the ball's gone or not a little bit. And then I even if I feel that the ball's gone, I like to wait before I react and like scream in elation. It's like I hold it in. It's like pent up, and I'm seeing it like falling into the night sky. I actually seen it in my mind hit a moon of Jupiter. And bro,
one of Jupiter's moons.
Yo, when I see Tapia, like he was like salsa dancing to that. That shit got me so tight, bro. When I see Tapia like salsa dance his way, like he made it, bro.
Aguanile.
Yeah, Chris, he did like a whole turnaround and shit, and caught that shit, bro. When he caught that shit, my heart broke, bro. I swear to God, I thought that shit was gone. I thought that was like left field bleachers gone. Bro. The camera didn't help. And the John Sterling call, Christy, you want to hear that?
I heard it, but we could play it.
Yeah, we gotta play it.
My man said.
Hold on, don't say it. Hold on. I got you guys right now. That John Sterling call is crazy. It's like wild. Everybody,
vintage.
People were like, "Hey, who's the senile old man?" Like they were going crazy. Let me see here.
He said, "Man, this ain't on the amor."
Yo, that shit. I'm telling you.
Ball. Oh my God, man.
Are you ready, Chris?
I'm ready.
This Hicks. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, there it goes. Deep left center. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. But caught.
Oh my
God. At the wall. Caught by Tapia. Boy, I thought that was gone. So Stanton got close. He sent Tapia back to the wall to make the catch. And the Yankees come up just empty. That would have tied the game.
You see, this is why I always look at the fielder. I look at the outfielder. And he just looked too calm. He just looked too relaxed. I'm like, wait, why you not jumping?
Bro, I'm telling you, Tapia was salsa dancing. They showed him on the replay. He was like,
bro had his AirPods on,
everything, bro. He was chewing
seats,
putting gum in his mouth and shit. Like that shit was
He's ordering his Uber and shit.
Bro, I'm surprised he didn't catch that shit like from behind, like behind the back. Like, hey,
yo, that would have been that's a fight. That's a fight. Like, you're not
bench is clearing, bro. But I'm jumping in there, bro. I'm running to the stadium to fight him, bro. You do some shit like that.
Like, you're not catching that shit behind your back. Who the fuck you think you are, man?
Yeah, that shit was wild. But anyway, that was I don't want to say that was like the last chance, but that felt like the air was let out of my soul. In the ninth inning, Yankees did almost mount a little rally. I say a little one because, you know, when Rizzo came up, I love that Rizzo did that little bunt. He understands that his homer means nothing. He needs to get on base to give Judge a chance. And Judge comes up. He has a whole bunch of pitches to hit a little bit, and he strikes out. Yeah, he would go ball. No, not a bunch. I think he had one that he fouled off. I think the third pitch that he got the 2, because he went up 2-0. And he fouled it off. I'm like, oh my God, that's the pitch. And then he would go on to strike out swinging. Then Donaldson comes up, and then he hits like a shot.
That was a shot.
Right to Vladdy, and game over. So
of course it goes to Vladdy.
Well, that was a really good game. If you really look at it as not a fan of, like
a baseball fan.
As a baseball fan, that was a good game.
If you got nothing to watch and like, you know what, let me just watch the Blue Jays Yankee game, you would have been entertained. As a Yankee fan, fuck that.
The only other problems that I have with this game, Yankees are not hitting, bottom of the lineup, Glaber not turning the double play.
You said it yesterday. You was like, I hate this game.
Yeah, and I said, I don't like this game, bro. That feeling,
hate this game.
That feeling of thinking you had a home run, and it's like people talk so much shit about Yankee Stadium. You cannot hit the ball to left field. If this was Fenway Park, first of all, if the Yankees played at home in Fenway Park in this opening series, the Yankees would have probably won all 7 games. They would have been 7-0 right now, I feel. They've had so many balls that's like died in left field. It's not even funny. Whatever. On to the next game, which is today's game, which is my favorite game because the Sevis is on the mound. Yes. And when Severino is on the mound, you already know he is the original. He is the one that we rooted for. He is De Lo Mio. He's the first player, current player, actually, active player that we had on the podcast. Go check that one out. Episode 130, episode 135, I think. I had to go look it up. The Sevis would come out today. People were saying before, oh, that wasn't a good start last time. He only pitched 3 innings. Like they didn't know that he had a pitch count. Sevy would come out today and shove. And the guy that had the godly game the day before would not have that today as Severino would strike him out. Not one, not two, but 3 times.
Count Joes.
Count Joes. Sevy was awesome. Yo, there was
Sevy was that change up?
Yo, Chris. By the way, this game started. This game would not start on time. Hour and 30-minute rain delay, whatever it is. 8:35 it started. But Sevy's changeup is a game changer. And I said it. I tweeted it. I said it in the stream as well. Luis Severino allowed. It's not Cole, because Cole you expected. Luis Severino allows a Yankee fan to dream big for the year.
Yep.
Luis Severino is a game changer, because if we get that 2019 Luis Severino, the All-Star Luis Severino, or is it 2019 or 2018? 2018. If we're getting that Severino, this is, and he's saying that he's attributing, and remember when he got hurt, Chris, and I said there's always a blessing, even the way you got to look at negative shit that happens to you, there's always a blessing within a curse. And Sevy is saying that when he was hurt, all the time that he was hurt, he felt like that made his changeup better. He focused on some grips. He focused on some different stuff, and he just feels like that made his changeup better. So if that time, and I get it, nobody wants to lose that kind of time due to injury, but if because of that we have Severino now has a pitch that he didn't have like this, bro. This shit looks like, I hate to heap too much praise on it, but it's a Pedro Martinez type power change. Like, if he could take even more speed off of that, even better. But that even shit better. Is diving, and he added a cutter as well and a slider. So
that's what kept, at least from what I saw, that's what kept Vlad off balance. Like he couldn't read it. He
could not read it. Sevy looked at all good today. He would win his first game of the season today. Luis Severino.
Since 2019, since September 22nd, 2019, his first win, man.
That's awesome.
And it's dope. It's dope. We talked to him, and just to see him get back, to see him here, pitching at a high level, a meaningful inning, starting again, not just coming out of the bullpen, and just dominating a lineup like that, like the Blue Jays lineup.
Yes.
It's great to see, B. It's great to see. Yes. Love that.
We talked about him when he was still like, coming back. And I remember you talked to him about the injuries, and we talked to him about, don't let the negative stuff, like you got to be positive, and, every single time. And he talked about the mentality. If you guys want, go check out that podcast where we talked to Severino back then, way back when. And he talked about that. But that game was, this game was dope because of that. He was matching Gausman 0 for 0. He's just a little bit better because Gausman dominated the lineup. But there were two games being played, Gausman. Okay? There were 2 games being played. The game that you had against the 1 through 7 hitters in the Yankees lineup, which you dominated. You killed them. Yeah, I mean, he had 5 2/3. He went and dominated 9 Ks. Unbelievable. Was Gausman. That splitter's nasty, Chris. Nasty.
Gausman,
give him credit.
Gausman's nasty. You got to, man. You got to. Because, it could be like he did what he had to do. Like that. Look at Stanton today. Yeah. Just look at Stanton's at bats.
I'd never seen Stanton take.
That was. Yeah, I mean, what's going on?
The second part of this game for him was facing our immortal 8 and 9 hitters. Hello, we never had a problem with them. IKF was 3 for 3 today. And
how about found something?
Yeah, how about Trevino? Was 2 for 3 today. Had a stolen base and 2 RBI. Who is this man?
And one of those at bat, and one of his IKF's hit. He hit the ball twice. It kind of I'm like, oh shit, are they gonna call him back? No, but it messed up the third baseman. Like he didn't know where the ball was gonna go, and Maybe that's what he needed, B. Like that little luck.
Hit the ball twice, bro. That's it. The Blue Jays couldn't have a 19th infielder to get that shit, bro. Fucking had a whole bunch of people. It was crazy.
Bro, the Blue Jays are the only team with 2 shortstops.
Yo, that shit is crazy. The Red Sox have 2. Actually, they signed 2 shortstops.
No, I mean like on the field. It just felt like they had 2 shortstops. On the field.
What it is Bo Bichette has learned Naruto's shadow clone jutsu and is all over. He's all over. If you don't know what that is, just look it up what a shadow clone jutsu is. He went ahead and he basically multiplied himself and there's many Bo Bichettes. Many Bo Bichettes. Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette. But that was awesome. My other come away with this game was the way that Boone managed the bullpen, took out Sevy at the right time. Got his pitch count up. Sevy threw it about, and I think they got him up to around where he wanted. Yeah, they wanted him for 85 pitches. He threw 83.
Yeah, like 80,
so that's good. The defense was good today. Saved the Rizzo error, which didn't hurt, but Sevy did pitch around that, which was impressive as well.
Yeah, he threw more pitches. He was like up to like 40 something pitches.
Yes.
But he still got out of it as well. And the great thing is they came back out the next inning and threw 11 pitches the next time out.
So it helped 11 pitches, which is good. Yankees are still 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Don't like that. Sevy, from Sevy, it went to Licky. Licky had a nasty slider with 3 Ks in this game. Castro would come in, get 2 outs. And then this is where Boone starts managing with urgency, right? Like Boone comes in, 2 outs, the runner gets on. It's like, you know what? I'm taking you out, Pop. Takes him out and brings in Holmes. Holmes is like, all right, comes in, gets that out, but he kind of falters in his next inning, gets him out, brings in Chad Green. He's like, I need to piece together this game. Chad Green gives up a hit, but then gets out of it. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. No problems. I never in doubt. You got a double play right there. Never in doubt. And then the 9th inning. And then this is where you see the growth of Aaron Boone, okay? He's seen this movie before. The same way that I seen many movies like this. Many horror films like this.
I seen it.
Yeah. I seen it. Chapman would come in, not record 1 out. We talked about it in the open in the beginning. Boone was on the top step, first pitch. Like, it was crazy. King warmed up so fast. It's almost like he knew, like, King was warm.
Yeah, why are you getting up?
No, actually, I did not see King throw 1 warm-up pitch in that pen. King grabbed the ball and walked in out of that pen. He said, what's the situation? Skip. Oh, you got bases loaded. You got bases loaded, no outs. Listen, you got a little wiggle room for error. Don't worry about it. If 1 or 2 balls drop in, I don't blame you. He's like, get the fuck out of my mound. I'm my king, and I'm the king. King wins. Gets a freaking, bro, he dotted pitches. He was out there dotting. He was out there dotting, Chris.
You were talking about turning over the lineup, and that's exactly what Chapman did.
Oh my God!
By walking the world, and King just comes in. Was it 3 pitches?
No.
4 pitches.
Listen, he came in with the bullpen with the glove and holding a paint can and brush, because the man was. My man was painting, bro. He was painting. I love that shit. I love that shit.
Nah, but bro, that outside corner. Oh my God, that was so satisfying against Springer.
So satisfying.
That was so satisfying. I'm like, yes. So satisfying. You got the first out the way.
And then Bo Bichette comes up and hits a little loop back, humpback blooper to DJ. And DJ, I'm like, throw out a verse. And then he waits, smartly waits. Rizzo turns around, gets it. Game time. Double play just like that. Just how he drew it up. Yo, it's crazy. I felt like he pitched into like a triple play. I feel like it was a triple play.
You was looking for that triple play, but I think striking out Springer and then the double play, I think that was a great outcome.
On 3 pitches.
All three, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God, it's so satisfying.
All three
like
pitches.
one of the I think I asked it in the chat. Like, what do you hate the most? Miss free throws or your reliever coming in throwing balls and can't throw strikes?
That's the worst because it feels so hopeless, Chris.
Yeah. And I think it's a reliever coming in that can't throw strikes.
And you gotta wait 3 batters.
And you gotta wait 3 batters.
Holy
so
shit!
That's the worst for me. But King said, "Nah, man, I'm different this year, B. It's my crown, my city.
Love that. King gets to save. King wins.
City of gods, man. City of gods. Let's go, baby.
Yes.
Yankees split the series, and this is what you could have asked for, especially going down 2-1 in the series. So great stuff. Orioles next. Oh, and shout out to Donaldson. I think we mentioned it already, but the defensive play. I mean, the Blue Jays were going crazy on the defense against us, catching everything. Donaldson said, "Nah, I got this."
Let's see
so
this
love
real
that.
quick.
Hail to the king, baby. Hail to the king, baby.
Hail to the king, baby. I think that's Duke
It sounds like Duke Nukem.
Yes.
Hail to the king, baby.
Yes, I'm saving that sound.
Yeah, Duke Nukem. That was a game.
Good shit. No.
So yeah. Oh, and one more thing, B. Like you said, like baseball's a crazy sport, man. Because the talk of the town was Vlad Jr. yesterday, destroyed us, and Severino became the first pitcher to strike out Vlad Jr. 3 times.
Yes.
And he struck out 4 times.
4 times in this game.
Exactly.
I'm glad we didn't see him. I'm glad we didn't see him for a 5th at bat, though. I felt like
we were close,
Chris. That redemption,
we were close.
That redemption grand slam was coming. Okay,
it was coming because he was tight.
I didn't want to see it. I'm glad that man is on a plane somewhere right now. Get him the hell out of New York.
Yeah, that man was chomping at the bit to get to that batter's box, B.
Stay on that. Stay up there, bro. Wait.
Before you move outside, B. Nah, but I think that's it, B. I think that's a game, man. That's a series.
That's the game. That's the series. Yankees would split with the Blue Jays. 2-2. It was good fought series. Had some good intensity to it. Some great moments, great pitch games. And I love the series overall. So good shit. Now we got the Orioles. Orioles on deck. We going right to Camden Yards. Yankees kind of started these first 6 games against it's not easy. It's not an easy first 6 games at home. But now we go on the road to face Camden.
7 games. 7 games, right?
Oh, 7 games. My bad. First 7 games.
First 7 games at the stadium. Yankees are 4-3. So
good shit.
We wanted one of the things that you always say
against tough teams.
Yes, against tough teams. 2 teams that we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of, obviously, and they're 2 teams that are in contention as well for the playoffs. But with that being said, like how Joe always say, you want to dominate at home.
Yes.
Over 500 on the road. We didn't really dominate, but we're still over 500.
I think the games were really close, and they could have gone either way. Like I said, if this was all in Fenway, we're looking at 7-0. Anyway, so guys, DJ LeMahieu was picked by Keith. He picked his pick to click. I picked Gleyber Torres. You picked Josh Donaldson.
Yeah, I picked Donaldson. So out of the best. Wait, you said Keith picked
DJ LeMahieu.
DJ. DJ. I think I'm gonna give it a.
Well, maybe I guess Keith. Well, Gleyber had a homer in this game, but he had the error, and I almost don't want to.
DJ had 5 hits.
So I guess DJ got it.
DJ batted over 300 in the series. DJ.
All right, Chris. So there's 2 awards that we give on here. There's Pinstripe Strong Performer of the Series, and you trash. So the first one is the Pinstripe Strong Performer of the Series.
I think you go first. No, you go first at home.
Yes. He earned his pinstripes all day long, all night long with Pinstripe Strong. I want to give it to Aaron Boone, but
It's player. I don't. PinstripeStrong performer of the series.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if I want to set that precedence of giving it to. At least not now, not yet. We should probably do some funny business later on, but because he should get you trash a couple of times too. You know,
absolutely.
But, he should. So that's like an honorable mention.
Absolutely.
The person that I want to give it to. It's kind of difficult for me, guys, and I tell you why. It's difficult for me because this is one person I want to give it to. I think Chris is going to take that person, but I think that we do not split unless it is because of this person. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it to Mike King.
Wow.
Mike King. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Mike King.
Keith tweeted out too, like Mike King for that's why he tweeted it out earlier.
Yes. Mike King will be the PinstripeStrong performer for me of the series. He will pitch in 2 of the games, 2 2/3, 5 hits. He would give up only 1 run out of that pen, 4 strikeouts, 1.93 ERA. Mike King, I'm telling you right now, if we go ahead and if anybody out of that pen, if Chapman stays in the game, we lose the game. Anybody else comes in out of that pen, we lose the game. You came in, you didn't even warm up. You were painting in the clubhouse and said, "Oh, you guys need me." He comes in, picks up a baseball, paints the corners on Springer, and gets that double play. Let's fucking go, Mike King. You're getting that shit, bro. Fucking out of here. Bases loaded, no outs in a game like that where you need to split in division. Mike King. King wins.
You say he was painting, listening to Mozart.
Yeah, Mozart. Mozart and Beethoven. And he was Beethoven and Mozart.
You need me.
That's
Mr. King.
No, actually, they don't call him Mr. King in the clubhouse. Absolutely not. You know what they call Your Grace. They come up to him, they're like, yes. He has like one of those. Grace. He has like one of those painter's hats. Like, what do you call it?
My lord.
No, it is not. No, it's Your Grace. Your Grace. It's like a little minion comes in with like a lantern. Comes in, Your Grace. You are needed outside, Your Grace. I am painting. It is Boone of the Arons that is calling you. Tell him I'll be right out. Comes out. Paint. Time to go home.
Mike King be like, is this what you need me for? Bases loaded, no outs.
Is this what you need me for? Away from me. You're maidenless. I will go ahead and I will take care of this. Oh, thank you. When they were doing like the line, everybody's like holding his hand, saying, Your Grace. Your Grace. Your Grace. Your Grace.
I think I need to do one of those clips with Robert Baratheon. Mike King as Robert Baratheon. My PinstripeStrong performer. I mean, we don't get Mike King. I mean, yes. If Chapman did his job, we don't get Mike King out there, but we wouldn't be in a position to win in the 9th if it wasn't for this gentleman.
Go ahead.
Sevy.
The Sevis.
The Phoenix.
Rose from
rising through the ashes.
Like the Phoenix.
With 5 innings, awesome. 6 Ks.
Struck out Vladdy after his hot night 3 times.
3 times.
Great pick, Chris.
Saliva waking. Yeah, listen, man. This is the Sevy that we want to see. You know, the rain couldn't keep this man away. He said, "Nah, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna win. You know, no bullshit." And listen, man. One of the things that I love when I watch Sevy pitch is when he yells, when he strikes the person out. He yells. Top of his lungs, man. The clap, the glove, goes back. I just love it. I love everything about it. The new changeup, the fastball, 99 miles per hour. I mean, he's gonna dominate, and I can't wait to see it. Sevy, you are my Pinstripe Strong performer, man.
Good shit. After coming out from all that stuff, Pinstripe Strong performer of the series. These two
man, he got his first win, man. His first win since 2019. Be like, listen, man, you can't. It's crazy.
And King gets his first save of the year too. Good shit.
You see, man, he got the nice curly, he got the chain, you know what I mean? He got the bling, he got a tank top on. He's just out there vibing, B. He's all about the vibes.
Judge is listening to, the clubhouse has the music playing. They're playing Passion Fruit. They're doing all that shit in the clubhouse.
Passion Fruit for sure.
King has gone back to the bullpen to listen to Beethoven and Mozart. And,
the horse came to pick him up.
A chariot. A chariot. Sir, I need a chariot to get back to my bullpen. That's actually where he sleeps. That's where his throne is. Good shit, King.
But with the good comes the bad, because if you were whack, my guy, you trash. Oh, man.
Who you giving it to? Who you giving it to, Chris?
I'm going to give it to Chapman.
Ooh, you
trash. Chapman, come on, B. I don't want to be giving you trash, man. It's too early for this, B. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's not good.
You're the Penn Station, like Keith said. Shout out to Keith. Come on, man. You can't be doing that.
Bro, you're the conductor out there, bro.
You're the guy.
Well, you can't have the conductor riding the train off the rails.
You're the guy, man. Come on. You can't be out there, B. You can't even locate your fastball, can't throw it for a strike. Your slider's not really sliding, and it's all over the place. You're sweating, but it's not because you're. I don't know, man. Chap, we love you over here, Pinstripe Strong, but you got to get back on track, B.
It's not
Penn Station. But right now, you trash, man. Who you got, Joe?
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and give it to Josh Donaldson because sorry, that's like Chris is like, damn. We're just gonna go ahead.
I trusted you, bro. I know it was downhill from there when you didn't play the first game.
Yeah, that was crazy. You struck out 5 times, and I mean, it's bad when you strike out more than Gallo. Okay, so you struck out you struck out 5 times. You went 2. You did score 2 runs, but you got the 1 hit out of 14 plate appearances, 2 walks, I guess, but 5 Ks. You hit 083 for the series.
Yeah, that's wild when you hit lower. Less than Joey Gallo,
not good. I would have given it to Stanton, actually, who had a bad series. Actually, he did. He had 1 hit also in 15 at bats, in 12 at bats. But I'm gonna give Stanton a break because Stanton almost hit a freaking shot out, and the man was salsa dancing. We're not gonna get into it again, but whatever. That's it. And that's your Pinstripe Strong podcast, guys. Nice and tidy. 4-game series. Let's go.
An honorable mention to Cortez, too, man, because he shut out the Blue Jays.
Yes, Cortez, you did awesome. The chat actually voted for...
the chat. So the chat loves Mike Cortez, King. Man.
No, the chat voted for Mike King. Okay. Hey, Chris, relax.
The chat voted for Mike King.
My bad.
So
I gotta give the chat some love.
And congratulations to JP Sears, man. His debut.
Sears. I love your style.
His debut. Sears, one of my favorite stores as a kid growing up.
Out of business now.
Yeah. Huh?
It's out of business now. All right.
Hopefully JP Sears don't go out of business, man. We need you. But who's gonna be the pick to clicks? No swag champ this week. No swag champ.
All right, pick to click. We got the pick to. Even though Chappie, we could give.
I haven't seen the pick.
His cleats. He had custom made cleats on today. They look kind of dope, but I don't know. Anyway, I feel like we gotta. Let's give it to Chapman, Chris. He needs a little pick me up. Those cleats were fire.
I need to see it.
They were fire. Take my word for it.
I'm about to give it to Glaber's dad for having that fly jacket on IG. No, but yeah, man. Yeah. I'll trust it. I'll trust your judgment.
He's gonna message me later, like, yo, it's just his ass. Anyway, so pick to click in the next series against Baltimore. Okay, let's go ahead. Baltimore. Oh shit. Do we face Means? I don't know. I think we do.
Let me see.
Means.
Means. Who do we face?
We're in Baltimore. I'm kind of afraid of Baltimore because Baltimore is also going to have that weird outfield now, Chris.
We don't face Means.
We don't face Means. Okay, that's good. But there's a weird outfield. We'll talk about it in the next podcast, but definitely weird outfield coming up here. And
so in this series, Monty. Oh yeah, Monty's good. So he's ready to go tomorrow, obviously. Yes. Tyone. And then we get to see Cortez in this series.
Good.
So who you got for pick to click?
All right, so my pick to click, got the pick to click, because it's a pick to click, it's a pick to click.
Pick to click. It's like Busta Rhymes.
Get off my style.
Muffin Man and Busta Rhymes.
Joe's. All right, so the pick to click is going to go ahead and be, let's go ahead and pick, I'm not going to pick Gleyber Torres back-to-back. That's just dumb, even though he may actually do good. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick Josh Donaldson. I'll go with Josh Donaldson. I feel like he needs to go ahead and see. But, because Chris didn't pick him, he's going to go crazy now against the Orioles. It's a weird outfield out there. So we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trust Josh Donaldson. And let's go. Pick to click. Who you got, Chris?
I'm going to give it a Mike kick. No, I'm kidding. I feel like Judge is probably going to get a day off. I just try to see, like, my thing is I got to pick the player that's not going to get off, because for some reason, Boone be listening to the pod. Like, who Chris picked for pick to click? Oh, I picked Gleyber Torres. I'm going to give Gleyber Torres a day off.
Have a seat.
Right here. No, I'm going to give it to DJ.
DJ LeMahieu hits on the menu.
I'm going to give it a DJ, man. Hopefully he doesn't get a day off. Please. Boom.
Well, he's actually the highest candidate to get a day off. All right, you made a pick. Because of
you know what? I think
you made it a pick.
The way Boone has been structuring the lineup, DJ has been inserted either at third, second. You know what I mean? He's out there, because he's out there. So I'm going to give it a DJ.
All right, cool. All right, we got one voicemail here. Let's see what this is for.
So it was a good way to end the series, especially shutting out the Blue Jays for the second time in this series, although I definitely wasn't expecting a shutout, but it was really good that we actually did that after they shut us out in the first game. And especially on the fourth game with the base loaded, honestly, the biggest out that we got before that double play was George Springer, because honestly, look, he was the part of the MVP for the Blue Jays in that series, because he was the toughest out other than Vladdy.
Yeah.
He's the one who tried to beat us there, but the good thing is we didn't let him get revenge on us from after we hit him earlier in the game.
Yes.
In other words, even though there's not much offense, but we did really good as well to shut down the Blue Jays offense. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Metro Boomin. Let's go.
Yeah, it was about to be a brawl.
Yes.
It was this close.
Crazy. They were talking to shit or whatever. That was pretty cool. Thank you so much for the voicemails. You guys want to leave us voicemails, feel free to do so. 347-389-4898. But guys, awesome shit today, Chris. Feels good to win on the podcast day, huh?
It feels good, man.
Feels freaking great. From the mods in the chat to me here and everybody around. Let's go.
Let's win more.
Yes, let's win more. And let's win more on podcast day, man. Off to Camden Yards. Go to the Yankees. Like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on and stay pinstripe strong. Let's go, Yankees!